Bird of Prey 5. El Karuga. Kapla. Kapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird of Prey 5 channel. Hail Karuga.
Hello world, it's Bird of Prey 5, Kapla, and welcome to Bed Life nope, it's not Friday, for Monday, December 4th, 2023, the first Monday of the final month of the year of 2023. Oh boy, we are one day before the birthday of the great Sis O'Prey, mother to nephew O'Prey. Her birthday is tomorrow. Always the beginning of the holiday season when Sis O'Prey's birthday comes up. Yeah. Not Ryan Johnson was first in the chat. Says hello and kapla. Hail Karuga, hail Karuga. John Araki says deuce, and then put in a 99-cent super poop super sticker. Thank you, John. And let's see what do we got? What do we got? We've got to refresh the alert box for one thing. You got to turn on the alert box, and then we can replay the super poop super sticker and see what did we get. Khan! We got Khan. Then Jim's Landscape, #1 Commodore Productions in the house, says hello Jim. Deej Odyssey yells cookies. It's National Cookie Day. National Cookie Day. How did cookies change the destination, or possibly change my fate in life? We'll see. The word cookies, major effect on my life. Jim's Landscape LLC says, please check out Test TOS flyby video and check it out, guys. It's only 8 seconds long. Click on it right now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for the stream to end. Click on it right now. 8 seconds. Watch a beautiful rendition of the No Bloody A, B, C, or D, TOS Enterprise. Fly by your screen. It's literally quicker than I can describe it. Go ahead and check it out right now. And Jim's says hi to Deej, which says hey back. And Jedi Bill says Kapla, brother warrior. Birdo Prey 5, all should hail Karoga. Thank you, Jedi Bill. Indeed, all should hail Karoga. Captain Fandom Nerd is in the house. Hello, Captain. I hope you're doing a bit better. DJ Play Nice. I hope you're doing a lot better, but I would concede to if you're doing a little nicer. But no, I would prefer you're doing much better. DJ Play Nice says rock. Thank you, DJ Play Nice. Scotty R37 says ahoy and hugs, yo. I gotta go build some Lego, but I wanted to drop by and say you rule. Thank you, Scotty, and I do envy you off to build some Lego. 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir, and gives me a cookie. Thank you, 47 Yorktown. Deej says I want to give Sisso Prey a birthday spanking. Wow. Good luck with that, Deej. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says Kapla, Kapla, Gorilla. DJ says hey to Gorilla. Jim says hey to Scotty and Captain Fandom Nerd. Antiderivative Jill says hello, hello, Antiderivative Jill. If you're driving, I hope you're doing so safely. John Aragi says hashtag Crow Nurse. Indeed. Hakeem says Kapla Bird and all. White chocolate macadamia is the best cookie. I don't know if I can agree with that, Hakeem, because I do not like white chocolate. But if you do, so be it. JP's is in the house. It says Cookie Monster Day. Oh, it's Cookie Monster Day? Maybe. DJ Play Nice says Hakeem, isn't that a chocolate chip cookie with nuts? I think so. Captain Phantom Nerd says honestly, Birdo Prey 5 hurting a lot. Now I'm sorry, Captain. Yeah, unfortunately, it's probably about the time the pain starts to outdo the painkillers. Deej honestly says Scotty does leave the damn Legos on the floor for us to step on, though. Well, that's just a way to keep us away. He doesn't want any other adults there taking away his Legos. Hakeem says DJ Play Nice. Lol, no white chocolate gets no respect. DJ says DJ Play Nice as opposed to Deej. Says CFN, hope that Captain Phantom Nerd, hope that changes soon. With a U-turn emoji, absolutely. Martin Devon says Kapla Bird, hope you're feeling okay today. Thank you, Martin. I'll be honest, still tired, more tired than usual, but we'll see. We'll see. Words and Pictures says Kapla Bird. Good to hear you. Good to be here. I watched Jim's Flyby. Yes, was grand. Indeed. And only 8 seconds. So it doesn't slow up the streaming. DJ Play Night says Hakeem ditto. JP says macadamia nuts are gross. Deej says snickerdoodles is the best cookie. John Aragi says, why was Birdo Prey 5 prejudiced against white chocolate? Because it's white chocolate isn't chocolate. It's bullshit. There's nothing chocolate about white chocolate. That's like, no, I'm sorry. That doesn't count. like Crystal Pepsi. There's nothing Pepsi about Crystal Pepsi. JP's is almost as bad as D's nuts. Deej Odysseys is better than Deej's nuts, though. Martin Devon says the best biscuit, as they call it in civilization. Oh, that's an anti-American remark. Is the one you are eating at the time. Well, you know what, Martin? You're absolutely right. Even as anti-American as that sounded, the logic is sound. I have to give it up. Yes, it's true. The best cookie in the world is the cookie you're eating. As the best woman in the world is the woman you are in a relationship with. And you're going to think I said eating, but that would be disgusting. Not disgusting at all. I mean, that's what certain people do with each other. Then that, by all means, I'm not saying I'm disgusted by the act, but if that's your thing, I'm going to stop talking. JP's is Deej, get your nuts would definitely be worse than anyone else's. JP's, I don't know how or why you would know that, but I'm not going to argue. Gorilla's Random Thoughts is Bird. Do I get a birthday song since you're not streaming tomorrow? Absolutely, Gorilla. Absolutely. Happy birthday to Gorilla's Random Thoughts. So, Gorilla, this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gorilla. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more. Yay. And you also share birthday with Sissel. If I do stream tomorrow, I will sing it again. Deej washed his balls today. That's good to know. Andrew Jill is not driving yet, but will in a few minutes. Well, drive safely and do whatever you're doing till you drive safely as well. We don't want you running around the house or something in a haphazard way, throwing things, knocking children out of the way. And we know Andrew Jill's birthday is this upcoming Sunday. Mama Frey might give us the out-of-date spam that she put away possibly for Andrew Jill's birthday. We'll see. Deej to say to Gorilla. JP says, the once a month bathing. He sees that Deej is doing. Jim's Landscape, Commodore Productions, says hey to Gorilla. Deej says hey to Jill. DJ Play Nice says Deej, that's hilarious. Deej nuts. Words and Pictures says Captain Phantom Nerd. Sorry for your pain. Prayers and love. Hoping the best for you. Absolutely. And DJ Play Nice was reminded of the nastiness that was Crystal Pepsi. Actually, to be completely honest, I never drank Crystal Pepsi. I was curious, but I never, when it was out, I was just too busy to buy it, to try it, I guess. I never saw it in like a soda machine. Soda machines rarely had like Crystal Pepsi. They would only have the most, tried and true flavors. So you'd have to actually go to like a supermarket, and I wasn't going to waste money on a fucking 2-liter of Crystal Pepsi. And I guess every time I was at a gas station or somewhere where they sold, single hold glasses of Crystal Pepsi, I just assumed get something I knew I'd like rather than waste money on time. Really wasn't the money. It was wasting the time on, taking a risk on something I wouldn't know if I liked it or not. I found out that there's a Coca-Cola called Coke Plus. Apparently it's available in Japan. And it's Coca-Cola plus a fiber. It's to help you poop. It's to help you poop. It's very popular in Japan. So if you go to Japan, you might overdrink. If you drink a lot of Coke, everywhere you find it's Coke Plus now. It tastes like Coke, but it's Coke Plus pooping powder. And just be aware you don't overdo it. If you need extra fiber in your diet, you can change your Coke to Coke Plus. But if you're a Coke addict and you're already drinking Coca-Cola like water, you could potentially overdo it, and that could end up badly. Things might end badly. So be aware if you're in Japan, if you're anywhere where they sell Coca-Cola Plus, the plus means poop. The plus means poop. Hakeem liked Crystal Pepsi, but hated Blue Pepsi. Blue Pepsi. I don't know what Blue Pepsi is. John Araki gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, John Araki. 5 memberships. Yes, we are actually able to take memberships again. A whole bunch of them sold out the other day, so we could easily get another 5 or 10 channel memberships. Mike Richards was gifted a membership. Gorilla's Random Thoughts was gifted a membership. That counts as a birthday gift. Jim's Landscape got a gifted membership. Deej got a gifted membership. And DJ Play Nice. DJ Play Nice, a new channel member. Thank you, John Araki, Mike Richards, Gorilla, Jim, Deej, and DJ Play Nice. The 5 lucky channel winners today. Eastland Burkholder, Kapla Eastland, says they call shortbread cookie biscuits in an island called the UK. JP says ban all bird birthday songs. Wait, you want ban birthday songs? Then I'll only have Christmas songs to sing. DJ Play Nice says the Martin Devon cookies and gravy. Hell no, we won't go. Eastland says song cheers. Thank you, Eastland. Deej Odyssey says I washed the tennis balls thrown against the wall. Tennis balls thrown against the wall. Martin Devon says, dunk your biscuits in a cup of tea. That's what us Brits do. Lol. But is it Earl Grey hot? Eastland Burkle says, a biscuit is actually a soft, fluffy scone. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, hey, Joe. And changed it to gin. Martin Devon says Crystal Pepsi or Crystal Meth. I prefer the Pepsi in that case. JP says, lol, bird in college. I was curious to try it, but I was too busy. Yes. Well, I was thinking more after college. I was thinking more after college. I don't know if it was out during college. If it was out during college, then I probably wasn't that busy. But, yeah, I didn't really. I mean, I guess I was driving in college, but I kind of had my day planned ahead. So I really didn't have a whole lot of time where I was just perusing the local gas stations. I was weird, you know. I was a weird. I was a nerd. I was a weird nerd guy. So I kind of had my days planned. I didn't do the things that normal people used to do. So even as a kid, even as a kid, I didn't dress. I had very specific clothing. I I I remember one of my friend talked about because I was like, I don't even need. I said I don't, Mama Frey, and I changed my bedroom from an upstairs bedroom to I took over the basement, and the one thing the basement didn't have was a closet. But I had dresser drawers. So I was like, why do I need a closet? I don't need to hang any shirts or pants. I'll just put them all in my dresser. And my friend is like, one day you might want to join the fashion world. And I laughed. I laughed at him, and everybody laughed. Like, what, you mean one day I might want to join the fashion world? Bullshit. I don't know where you've been, buddy, but that's not going to happen. And to be completely honest, it really didn't happen until I was in college, and to be honest, even after college. But yeah, had I joined the fashion world, I probably would have missed the fact that I didn't have a closet until after I ended up moving out of my house, until I was an adult, and I needed a closet because I needed to dress. I needed to dress a certain way for work, or at least I was told I needed to dress a certain way for work. When I got there, it turned out nobody actually followed the dress code, even though it was in the guide that there was a dress code. I didn't realize nobody was following the dress code until a couple of people told me that they were surprised I worked there. They thought I was a consultant. I said, why would you think that? They're like, because you dress so much better than everybody else who comes here. And I realized that, oh my God, I'm the only fucking person besides like the owner of the company who was coming in with a tie on, a shirt and tie and long sleeve shirts and nice pants. And I was like, well, fuck it. And after like a week after somebody pointed that out to me, I started slowly changing my dress, and nobody complained. And within a couple months, I went from dressing, I would say, well dressed, to just a fucking black jeans, not even blue jeans, but black denim and short sleeve but collared shirt. And that was it. That was what I liked. And that's, I don't know, you call that casual Friday, but had become every day. Before that, I used to have a nice, really colorful but solid colored, but long sleeve fancy shirt with another solid colored tie and khaki, black pants or navy blue, and black shoes. By the end, it was a short sleeve shirt, not a t-shirt, but a short sleeve shirt other than a t-shirt with a collar. Sometimes no collar, but usually a collar. Khaki pants or black denim and black sneakers, all black sneakers. And that was it. That was much more relaxed dress code. Words and Pictures says, he's sorry to Captain Phantom Nerd for the pain. Prayers and love, hoping for the best. Oh, we read that, but we'll read it again. Mike Richards says, my grandchildren would go crazy for my chocolate chip cookies. Mom O'Fray makes a delicious chocolate chip cookie herself. In fact, she made some today. Eastland Burkholder says dark chocolate. I like the dark chocolate. Mom O'Fray likes the milk chocolate. JP says, Hakeem, I like Crystal Pepsi, yeah, but hated the blue. And then we got back to the band all Bird of Prey songs. And that's where we talked about the scones, Crystal Pepsi or Crystal Meth. DJ Play Nice says, for the win, but they still say cookies are biscuits. That's true. Jim's Landscape says thanks for Words and Pictures. And John Araki says, Bird of Prey, Crystal Skull greater than Crystal Pepsi. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Oh, speaking of crystal skulls, on Deej's advice yesterday, myself and Mom O'Fray watched Indiana Jones 5 as it was streaming on Disney Plus. So legally, we watched Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And I got to say, it is an extremely boring movie. Is it better than Crystal Skull? Yeah, I'd say it probably is. But my God, is it boring? It is. It's barely better, but it is boring. Clearly, the first 3 Indiana Jones movies are the only real Indiana Jones movies. The 4th one is the absolute worst, and the 5th one is just boring as F. Nobody should be Nobody should have to see either of the last two movies. DJ Play Nice says those old world terms have no place in the new world. Well, little if any, we still allow immigration. JP says if you want Coke to help you poop, just add tequila. I've never heard of that. And John Araki's 5 memberships. Thank you again. JP says weird. D says thank you to John. DJ Play Nice says thanks to John Araki. You rock. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says thank you. JP says no Christmas songs. D says Die Hard is a Christmas movie, as is Lethal Weapon. JP's would like to taste your biscuits. John Araki says 4 birds eat milk. 4 birds are milking. 5 golden jalojas. Okay. I know I have that. We have that custom song somewhere out there. John Araki says hashtag Steelbird's garbage. No, thank you. Jim's Landscape, thanks, John, for the membership. Ken Jack Ben says Vertebrae 5 greetings and salutations from Vallejo, California. I am currently watching 2006 Superman Return. Very cool. Thank you, Ken Jack Ben. Hope you are well. Martin Devon says you need as closest to come out of it. You need as a closet to come out of. I need a closet to come out of. I'm not in a closet. Ken Jack Ben says I've never liked having a closet. I see. I've always thought of it took up too much space. I'll be honest. I did kind of miss the closet once I got a house that had a closet. JP says, well, it's a well-known fact, Sonny, Jim, that there's a secret society of the 5 wealthiest people in the world, known as Pentravite, who run everything in the world. If you say so, including the newspapers, and they meet triannually at a secret country mansion in Colorado known as the Meadows. It makes so much sense. DJ Play Nice says, isn't that a Canadian comedy show? JP says the Queen, the Vatican, the Gettys, the Rothschilds, and Colonel Sanders before he went tits up. JP says, oh, I hated the Colonel with his very beady eyes and that smug look on his face. Oh, you're going to buy my chicken. Martin Devon says, but it's finger licking good. DJ Play Nice says, JP, you're killing me. JP says, Mike Myers from So I Married an Axe Murderer. Greatest song ever. Greatest quote ever. JP says, because I dropped my mouse, so I can't do anything. So Mama Prey comes and gets my mouse from the floor. Thank you, Mama Prey. Also, Sassy is barking. Sassy's barking for some random reason. I wasn't watching if somebody came up to the house or not. We have, thank you, Mama Pray. No, there's no camera. Okay. We're back. We're back. D just saying, sure, blame him. JP's is because he puts the addictive chemical in his chicken that makes you crave it fortnightly. He's a smart ass. I don't know why people crave KFC, but when I could eat fried chicken, it was pretty good. I certainly enjoyed the fried chicken. I went to a KFC despite some of their restaurants being, I don't know, dirty, and I still was happy to eat the food. I don't know how else to explain it. I would go into the restaurant and I would see insects you didn't want to see, and I'd still get the fucking food. It was still worth it. I guess that was like some kind of chemical dependence. Deed says, I told you it was boring. You did, Deed. You did. You said it was boring. And the movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, a boring movie. And not necessarily a terrible, well, yeah, it was terribly boring, but it didn't get me as angry. It didn't get me as angry as Crystal Skull. Although somehow, well, I'll tell you, the fact that it not erases, but the fact that his son turns out he died. Spoiler alert, the way. If you didn't know, in the fifth and final Indiana Jones movie, we find out his son, who we wasted 2 hours finding out about in Crystal Skull, just dies. He dies for no good reason. And it actually makes the whole movie, The Crystal Skull, even worse. Even worse, because at least when you're watching The Crystal Skull, you're thinking, well, at least you're learning about his son, because his son is obviously going to go do something important at some point in the future, whether it be son of Indiana Jones or something. You thought you were learning all this stuff for a reason, and then it turns out absolutely no reason at all. All that time you spent learning about his son, it was all for nothing. It was all a complete and total waste of time. His son just fucking dies off screen. And it was all for nothing. And like somehow they actually made a movie that made the prior movie even worse. Even worse. So fuck you, Kathleen Kennedy. Fuck you, Disney. Fuck you, Iger, or whoever the fuck's in charge over there. It's I don't care. I'm spreading the spoilers because I've been paying for Disney Plus for years now, and I am angry. #27 Yorktown says hashtag blame Deej. JP says, listen, Crystal Skull is not boring. The awesome motorcycle chase. No, that's not awesome. Keely Chow says, what's going on? And puts in a bunch of cookies for Cookie Day. Thank you, Keely. Deej says, I was waiting for Bird to mess up and sing 5 golden showers. Forza Jersey says, happy Cookie Day. Hey, Forza. DJ Play Nice says, Deej, I almost countered with it. Deej says, Birds admits to missing the closet. Forza says, I'm watching Star Trek Generations. It's a holiday movie in my house. The Christmas scene with Picard in the Nexus. It's a follow-up with Patrick Stewart in A Christmas Carol from 1999. Okay. I want to go to this at this point because I don't know when we'll get. So I was going through Twitter, or X. Used to be Twitter. Now it's X. And this came up. And I was thinking about it yesterday. Some people love Discovery. Some people hate Discovery. But everyone hates Kai Wynn. And then there's this picture of Louise Fletcher as Kai Wynn, of course, from Deep Space Nine. And I stopped on this and I stared at it, and I started thinking, who do I hate more? Do I hate Michael Burnham more than Kai Wynn? And it's a hard question. It is a really hard question to answer. Monopray says it's not. Well, that's the thing. Would I get rid of? I mean, the question isn't who would I delete from the universe first, right? If Q said, okay, there's one person you can erase from Star Trek history, then, oh yeah, 99.99999 times out of 100, that's going to be Michael Burnham. Without question. Without question. Q says you want to erase someone from history, it's Michael Burnham. I don't want her to even exist. But if the question is hate, as in you hate, loathe some person, then do I hate Kai Wynn more than Michael Burnham? I don't think I do. That's not to say that Louise Fletcher didn't play Kai Wynn better. Kai Wynn is the perfect example of a character you love to hate. But if I had to really, if hate really meant you didn't want to see that person ever again, then I guess I hate Michael Burnham more. That's not to say that Sonequa Martin Green did a better job at playing a character you love to hate, because Michael Burnham was never meant to be a character you hated. She was meant to be a character you loved. And then reading through the comments on this post. Now I didn't save it. I just somebody mentioned that and you know, it totally, once they said it immediately became headcanon to me, because it would have just been so awesome, but they couldn't. You know, I understand why they probably couldn't do it. But when Captain Sisko was having his visions as Benny Russell, and then there was the episode where he was having the visions, the season 7, the season premiere of season 7, where they're on the desert planet and he's digging up the orb of the emissary, and they flash to him being in the psychiatric institution, and the actor who plays Damar is the doctor, and he's giving him a chance to erase the story, to give him the white paint to paint over the wall, because he has a chance to erase his story. Wouldn't it have been crazy to have Louise Fletcher be a nurse, be like Nurse Ratched in a mental institution, even if it was just for a second in the background? Give her this, or her and Damar there, giving him both standing there with Sisko, the chance to erase his quote unquote mistakes that later we turn out was a false vision by the Pah-wraith. Oh my God, that would have been crazy. That would have been so good to have Louise Fletcher play her not Nurse Ratched, but I don't know, maybe there's two reasons why it didn't happen. One, Louise Fletcher didn't want to revisit that role, and that very well might have been it. Or two, that it just wasn't going to be a big enough part that they could justify paying whatever it cost for Louise Fletcher to come down and, you know, put on a nurse's outfit. And if she wasn't going to have even a speaking role, it wouldn't make any financial sense to do that. But oh my God, in my head canon now, she's already done it. In my head canon, Louise Fletcher was already in Sisko's vision now as a nurse, as a nurse in his visions. Yeah, it is what it is. Deed says the Rothschilds sewage and septic sucking services. Ken Jack Ben says evil. JP says it was all that chicken grease. No, JP, I literally walked into a KFC and there was a big old cockroach at the counter where I paid, and I still paid. I still paid, and I still walked out. Don't get me wrong, I checked the chicken before I bit into it, but I still bit into it, and it was still fucking delicious. JP says nothing worse than walking into a KFC and seeing the grease trail exiting the door on the asphalt. Forza Jersey says Kingdom of the Crystal Skull will always be special since it's the only movie that I went to my theater with my late grandfather. We had a blast. Well, that's awesome. Mike Richards is calling it was a Birdo Prey 5 rant. D. Odyssey says Crystal Skull was special. I made Bird watch it. Hakeem says Kai Wynn is better than STD. Indeed. Jeff B says Kapla Bird and chat Kapla Jeff B. Forza Jersey says that's 100% true. I hate how Bajorans can be super religious, yet there's no noticeable Christians in Star Trek. My biggest pet peeve with Star Trek is their irrational anti-Christian attitude. Melted Copper says Bird is live and Teague. I don't know what that means. Admiral Teague? Is Admiral Teague live? Melted Copper says the worst is going to Chinese restaurants and they are serving chicken. Maybe people would like to try. No. Melted Copper. Okay, where I grew up in Canarsie, Brooklyn, there was a Chinese restaurant. The fact it was a Chinese restaurant, our usual place, and it just so happened to be located next to a pet store in a strip mall. Okay, and I'm sure it was just complete coincidence. There's absolutely no reason to think there was any fishy business going on. Anyway. Yeah. Well, listen, that we just grew up that way. It was fine, and there was nothing to worry about. Okay, I'm sure it was all good. Okay, so it is Monday, December 4th, 2023. It's National Cabernet Day, Cabernet Franc Day, which appears to be some kind of wine. Chester Greenwood Earmuff Day, Extraordinary Work Team Recognition Day. That sounds like a joke. Global, not international, Global Fat Bike Day. Where did you go this weekend? Get pedaling and partake in a fat bike ride to remember. I had no idea fat bikes were a thing. What is a fat bike? Is it a bike built for fat people? No. Apparently, it's a mountain bike with an even beefier tire. I don't know why. International Cheetah Day. That is the cat, not the person. Not a cheater, a cheetah. International Day of Banks, which it's like, why? Why do banks deserve a holiday? They already get to print money. National Cookie Day, that's the day. And they have the chocolate chip cookie. And Mama Pray baked chocolate chip cookies today. So she didn't even know it was Cookie Day. So as to the title of today's stream, some people already know the story, I'm sure, but just the quick retell of the story. It was second grade. I had an evil teacher, angry. We will call her Ms. Router because that was her name, Ms. Router. Evil woman. And she decided to give a spelling test. Now, I was not a great speller, but I know how to spell the fucking word cookie. Cookies. 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 Do you know how to spell the word cookies? Of course you do. C-O-O-K-I-E-S. Cookies. Cookies aisle. Cookies. If you want 1 cookie, 2 cookie, 3 cookies. You know how to spell cookies. Everybody in the fucking world knows how you spell cookie. C-O-O-K-I-E-S. This was second fucking grade. Okay? There is no excuse for teaching anything other than how to fucking spell cookies. C-O-O-K-I-E-S. But this woman decided she was going to teach the class her way to spell cookies. And her way was C-O-O-K-Y-S. Y-S. No other fucking word in the English language that ends in Y becomes plural with an S. I mean, that's fucking basic grammar in English, that Y becomes I-E-S when you pluralize it. And the thing about cookie is that C-O-O-K-I-E is generally how you spell fucking cookie anyway, too. Nobody spells cookie with a fucking Y. But regardless, certainly nobody spells the plural cookie with a Y, because even the fucking singular version, you spell I-E. But no, this bitch marked me wrong on my spelling test for spelling cookies with a fucking for spelling cookies, I-E-S. She said, nope, the right answer is Y-S. Mama Pray doesn't take shit like that. And went to the principal, and the principal pulled out the dictionary and those sons of bitches at Merriam-Webster said that both Both were acceptable fucking answers. Fuck you, Merriam-Webster. Where the fuck have you been for the last 100 fucking years? Okay? Fucking wake up and put your glasses on and find me somewhere in fucking culture that somebody spelled the word fucking cookie with a Y. You stupid, demented fuck. Fucking Merriam-Webster. She could have been fired. Instead, that principal had to look Mama Frey in the eye and say, "You're both right."
Because your answer was correct.
Which Mama Frey was okay with, because it made my answer correct. But I say, fuck him. Fuck it all. Oh, she did get fired, but not for another year. But it also caused Mama Frey to get me tested, and turned out I didn't belong in those classes. Everything changed once I got tested and found out I belonged with the gifted students. Life was never the same. I wonder what life would have been like had there been no testing. Ken Jack Ben says, okay, so I hate Star Trek Discovery because my mother watched that show when she was sick and she was no longer with us, and I could not spend the TV time watching with her. Well, I think she probably, I'm sure she loves you. She's happy you didn't watch Star Trek Discovery. As much as it is sad that you missed that time with your mom, it only would have angered you both. Deej says local Mexican dinner here got busted. No. Deej and JP, they're saying cookies. PCAT says, was your teacher related to Dan Quayle? Very possible. JP says the teacher was performing a social experiment to find the children who would follow orders without question. Very possible. Deej spells it cookies, I-E-Z. DJ Play Nice says, I did it for the cookies. So you can take your nookie and stick it up your... Wait, does that even work? JP says, the gifted ones that took the short bus. Yes, JP is. We were part of the gifted ones that took the short bus. Okay, we didn't take the short bus in elementary school. We took the short bus by high school. And you had to pay for it. It's also National Dice Day, National Francis Day, National Sock Day, Santa's List Day, Tree Dressing Day. Trees are the ancient friends we've always loved. They contribute to the planet's survival. You don't go dressing your trees. That's probably not good for them. T'Pau in Lieu Day. his ascension to the Tongan throne. Okay, whatever. Wear Brown Shoes Day. And finally, World Wildlife Conservation Day. Explore the significance and beauty of the natural world and its inhabitants. And of course, they've got a picture of a couple of giraffes and a tree. And a tree. Those are our days for today. See what's up on the news. Ex-ambassador charged for spying for Cuba. Jane Goldman sued in new soil management dispute. Missing Oregon teen safe in New York. That's good. Rockstar's GTA 6 trailer release date announcement was so huge. So they didn't release a trailer. They just released the date of a trailer. Supreme Court questions opioid liability protections for Sackler family. Pressing Congress for more Ukraine ad. Kelsey Grammer tells BBC he supports Trump, and PR people cut interview, host says. Kelsey Grammer says he supports Trump. That's not a good thing to say, as his show is trying to come back, but good for him. Joe Biden impeachment looks more likely after Walmart confrontations. Okay. I don't know. No, he certainly wasn't shopping at Walmart. Star Trek fans are saving the best series in the franchise, and Paramount needs to notice. Oh, okay. Well, what let's see. What is the best series in the franchise? Because I tell you, that's not a DS9 badge. Star Trek Deep Space Nine has never gotten the full high definition upgrade afforded to the original series and Next Generation. However, according to TechCrunch, fans have been doing their own upgrades for years using AI tools. This is because Paramount and CBS are unlikely to move forward with doing their own upgrade of what many consider to be the franchise's best series. The remastering of Star Trek The Next Generation was a huge undertaking that cost $10 million. That doesn't sound like all that much money. And it's remarkable achievement. But thanks to physical media dropping around and the time of emergence of streaming, the project was not financially successful. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, though it's certainly highly regarded by fans and critics alike, is considered less reliably profitable than its predecessor, meaning it is likely doomed to languish in its originally broadcast 480p resolution, along with Star Trek Voyager. These series were shot on film, which allowed the upscaling of TNG, but they were converted to videotape for broadcast. The DVD presentations of these series improved with what viewers initially saw on their televisions and recorded at home on VHS tapes. Still, they will never be comparable to the high-definition images which contemporary audiences are now accustomed and for which televisions and computer screens are designed. Paramount has no plans to engage in the labor-intensive work of re-editing Deep Space Nine from the original film negatives and performing new compositions and visual effects work as they did for the Next Generation. And if they change their minds, it will still be years before fans of the series can see any results. This has led to Deep Space Nine's inclusion among many TV series and films who fans undertaken upon themselves to upgrade. They are the cinematic world they love. It happened with other franchises, and it's happening with Star Trek as well, using AI tools to upgrade. Star Trek Deep Space Nine is now benefiting from tools more advanced than those available to creators of earlier HD adaptations. Dedicated fans are now putting AI tools to work to reconstruct detail that is hidden or implied in lower resolution images available to them. The software isn't perfect, but these armchair technicians are working long hours on their own time to push the algorithm filtering process past their apparent limits. For over a decade, Joel Hershka has waited for Paramount to upgrade Deep Space Nine. When he saw they simply were not going to do it, he took it upon himself and used tools like Topaz AI to engage in the painstaking process of upgrading the series himself. Sometimes this means retooling his process between scenes. Other times it means employing different techniques in each shot in a scene, depending on what types of lighting are used and what details need to be recovered. Though these tools can upgrade a video frame in mere seconds, when it takes 30 frames to comprise a second of video, the time and computing power adds up quickly. Still, Hursk, who has pressed on, working upgrading Deep Space Nine, sometimes 40 to 60 hours a week, using multiple terabytes of data for each episode and hundreds of passes with different or so techniques, sometimes re-encoding an episode thousands of times. He managed to eke out a 720p image that still leaves a lot to be desired by contemporary standards, but represents a major improvement over the original. Hershka says he knows VFX artists, including those who've worked on Deep Space Nine, would love to see the series remastered, but he says Paramount simply doesn't understand the value of Star Trek. Perhaps the work he and others are doing will eventually be noticed by the studio and subsidized, so this amazing cultural important science fiction series and others like it can be brought into the future where they belong. Oh no! Oh no! The Orville Season 4 canceled, leading star-crushed fans' hearts, published 8 hours ago. The Orville might be space-docked for good, within the potential for Season 4 looking bleaker than ever. Since the first airing in 2017, Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek fan series has released 3 seasons, with fans anticipating the major announcement of the 4th season since summer of 2022. Adrienne Placlini not returning. Kelly's not returning. Unfortunately, it's been a year and a half since the Command Central at Hulu. However, according to TV Line, Adrienne Palicki, Commander Kelly Grayson, has at least confirmed she will not be returning to the show. In a recent interview, Inside of You podcast, the actress dropped a bombshell that has left fans of the popular space-themed comedy and drama series The Orville fearing the worst. Placlini, who plays the role of Commander Kelly Grayson, a key character on the show, revealed no, she's no longer doing that. when asked about returning to the Orville. Considering that she's half the lead of the show, it's unlikely Hulu would opt to do a season 4 without her. It's still possible, though, and since Hulu has remained tight-lipped about the renewal, anxious fans can still hold on to hope. Wow. It's official. It's official. Anyway, just too busy. Yeah, it's too busy. Anyway, about the HD for Deep Space Nine. I've already been watching HD Deep Space Nine for a couple of years now. There's been an HD version of DS9 out there. People can download it, not legally, but if you already own it, if you already have it on DVD, then it's between you and your maker what you think you may or may not legally be allowed to own. But there are fans who legally own the series, and they ran it through AI upscale, spending many hours working on upgrading the quality of the video. And while it's still not as good as going to the original film and rescanning it in 1080p, it's vastly better, in my opinion, than watching the 480p DVD version. And as time goes on, there's going to be more and more people who spend more and more time making better and better versions of DS9 upscale. So, although Paramount is unlikely to release a full HD version, there will be AI HD versions and new ones coming of both DS9 and Voyager. Anyway. Deed says wheels on the bus go round and round. LDG says, damn it, just got off. Hey, birds, sup, folks. Hey, LDG, welcome. JP says, quick, I run out of glue. Give me some crayons. I'm still hungry. Deed says, we don't need to know you just got off, LDG. Jeez. DJ Play Nice has got to roll out. Be safe, have fun, take care of your crew, and rock. Thank you, DJ Play Nice. Hakeem says the Orville died after season 2. Yeah, I think that's pretty much true. We've got one Dear Bop for today. Let's go to it. Dear Bop, how do you spell cookie? Fuck you, Miss Router. Miss Router. Mrs. Router. She was married? That bitch? I should look her up. I don't even know how I spelled. If I spelled her name correctly. That's fine. You spell cookie I-E. I-E, motherfucker. Anyway. I think we're going to call it a day here because I need to eat and whatnot. Thank you all for hanging out. Tomorrow, Sisso Prey's birthday, and a happy birthday again to Gorilla. Next week will be the second Tuesday of the month. So next Tuesday will be the members only stream. And yeah, we'll see ya. I'll be out there somewhere, watching, waiting, and I don't know, doing an unexpected bird stream at some point. Deej will make a special birthday video for Sisso Prey tomorrow. Oh boy. We can't wait. Can't wait for that, Deej. I will send it on over to Sisso Prey if you do. Okay, guys, Kapla all bird.